Hey, good morning, everybody. So excited for our Team Connect Zoom on September 20. Oh my goodness, we're in the fourth quarter. It's exciting. Arbonne has so many good things going on right now. Before we get into it though, we want to welcome a new team member. So go ahead, Sherry. I'm so excited.
Cassie, welcome Cassie. So Cassie and I met through Brittany, who you guys have met, and she works with Mike and Brittany at Shindig. So she started the 30 Days to Healthy Living a couple months ago, and she's already getting people asking her what she's doing with her skin and all this other stuff. But Cassie's amazing. She had cancer. I hope that's okay to share. And she just became cancer-free, what was it, 3 months ago?
Oh shoot, you're muted, Cassie.
Yes, about 3 months ago, I got the all clear.
Yeah, so she was, which is super exciting. And then she was looking for a way to get healthy. And so this just came at the right time. And yeah, so I'm super excited to have her. She has a heart to help others. And the biggest thing I told her yesterday that got me when she and I had dinner was she said when she was going through chemo, a guy approached her at the hospital and said, will you sit with my wife? Because you know, she just had this positivity about her, and she was like, sure. And so she sat with her, and I just was like, oh my gosh, she is meant for Arbonne. So to continue that and help others and all of that. So anyway, welcome Cassie.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Now I'd love, if you don't mind, Cassie, do you want to share like what your experience has been with Arbonne and why you wanted to join and become a consultant?
Okay, I'm one of those people that are like, I am not gonna stick with the diet or a plan or anything. Like, I want to go to McDonald's 3 times a week. I want to, eat all the carbs, all the cheese, everything. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like crap. I have felt like crap for the last 2.5 years since my diagnosis to really about 3 to 4 months ago. I was like, I need to reset myself. I just need something to help me feel better. And Brittany, I mean, I had been looking and like, what am I going to do? Am I going to do Beachbody? Am I going to do some weird Young Living cleanse thing? I had been looking everywhere. And Brittany invited me to her group that one day, and I was like, ta-da! I was like, because I had been researching it, and it kept popping up. Arbonne kept popping up to help me feel better. And so I did the 30-day cleanse, and it just kept getting better, and I just kept feeling better. And like last Friday, I went to a football game because my daughter's in the marching band, and somebody I went to high school with goes, what are you doing? Because you look fantastic. I saw you a couple months ago because I still, communicate with her. If I see her in Walmart, she's one of the people I will stop and talk to at Walmart, not just go away now. But anyways, and she's like, you look amazing. She's like, what are you doing? I go, it's like, I've been doing Arbonne. I've just been taking better care of myself. It's teaching me to think about what I am eating. And that's for me, that was like a switch going off, because never once in my life have I ever been like paying attention to what I am eating or how food is making me feel on a daily basis. And it's just been amazing. And I want to share it with other people.
Give me goosebumps. That's so amazing. And
if I can do it, anybody can do it.
That's as easy as it is, right there.
Right.
And, I totally get where you're coming. I went through breast cancer when I was 27, and just, came out of that thinking, I never want to go through this again. I went through chemo too, and I was like, what can I do to change my life so I never have to go through this again? And I had been using Arbonne, but it was the 30-day plan that made me jump in and like really commit to the business, because I just wanted to pay it forward and share with other people so they wouldn't have to go through what I went through. And yeah, amazing. Go ahead, Tara.
I just wanted to welcome Heather as well.
Yes.
This is Heather's first team meeting. Heather is a dear friend. And I met Heather through CrossFit at the gym. We'd see each other at like 5:30 in the morning and wave at each other and say hi. But Heather is a Harbor mom. And then I officially met Heather at Ivy Boutique. And we just kind of started up a conversation, exchanged numbers. And she's just become such a dear friend. And I'm so excited that she's jumping in with us because she's an amazing spirit. She is one of the sweetest people, most genuine people you'll ever meet. And Heather also jumped in and did the 30 days a while back. And she's got her husband kind of into it. She's like, I have to keep ordering tea and fizz because he keeps stealing mine. So I'm like, yay. But she's just an amazing person. So Heather, I'm so blessed and grateful that you're here with us. So love you.
Thank you.
Love it.
That was so nice.
Would love to hear
nice.
too, if you want to
Thank
share
you.
a little bit about what made you want to become a consultant.
Yeah, but you know, like Tara said, she kind of let me try a few things, and I kind of got hooked. I did the 30 days to healthy living, and my husband did it with me. And I was always doing like a lot of fitness and trying to find a protein drink that I loved, and then I tried the Arbonne and just fell in love with that. So I have shakes often. I do the detox and the tea every day, and the fizzies. And now I just recently purchased the new aging kit. So I am in like day 3 of that, but so far loving that as well. So just like Cassidy, like just wanting to share that with other people.
Yes, I love it. Oh, welcome. Heather,
Thank you.
remember having you to my house and just like praying, like literally praying. Oh, this girl needs to join our please. You're
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank you. It makes me so happy to see you. Yay.
Thank you.
So what a perfect segue. We are going to dive in a little bit to the 30 days. We have a lot to cover today, actually. I just wanted to go over really quick, you know, the what's going on this month, highlights from Arbonne, you know, things to focus on for this month, because we have the Jump on September PC deal, right? So any PCs who were preferred clients before September, if they do a 150 order this month, they get a free product from the list. So we just don't want to miss out on letting people know about that. Obviously, we have new products that AgeWell said. Who's used it? Who's used the new products? I'm like freaking out. I feel like every morning when I wake up that I had the face mask on, the sheet mask. You know, my skin is so much more hydrated than the RE9, and I'm obsessed with RE9. So I'm like blown away by the hydration quality and just the radiance coming from this. Oh, I'm like freaking out. Anyway, I wanted to use it for a few days before going on social media, but I think I'm ready now to like share the difference. So we have this amazing new line. It's another reason to reach out to anybody you've ever talked to, anybody you haven't talked to yet. It's a reason to reach out. There are samples available, not the whole sample set. We're asking for that, but they have the cleanser, the serum, and the night cream, which that's enough. People will definitely feel a difference with those. Another incentive from Arbonne is when we sell 5 sets to PCs, we get a tote bag from Arbonne. And so Cecilia Stoll is putting that out for all of us. Like there's no reason that all of us cannot earn that tote bag and just use it as a badge of honor. And we have till October 31st, but I think we could do it this month. What do you think? I think we could all sell 5 sets to PCs this month, earn that tote bag, and just, again, you know, be proud of it and show it on social media too, how awesome this company is. And just keep in mind, if for those who are new, for those who are consultants, 11 AgeWell sets equals your first promotion, district manager. So think of it that way. 5 sets, you're going to earn the tote bag anyway, and another 6, you'll be in a different income bracket, a different profit center in Arbonne. So that's cool. Another thing that's coming right now, Cecilia talked about, was they're updating the healthy living presentation to show AgeWell as well. And we're coming out with an entire AgeWell presentation that we can use for Facebook parties and stuff. And I think it's brilliant. And again, I mean, everything is connected. So we're always going to have the healthy living inside and out component. But we will have a separate presentation just for skincare, which I love because, you know, say you do a Facebook party that's just centered around 30 days, you can attract people and promote another party, you know, by saying, okay, you know, let's schedule another event just for the skincare. So I love that. We're also working with and asking Arbonne for before and after pictures for our healthy living. We just want a little more that we can share on social media. So we're working with that. We are getting the holiday line in October. So holy cow, you know, fourth quarter is always wild. So, and it's usually our biggest time of the year. So just hang on, reach out to everybody, get in contact. If you've been, you know, kind of on summer break, that's okay. But now's the time to just, you know, be in touch with everybody, reach out, schedule things, because yeah, we have a lot to share. So we do have a new catalog. Our revenue, this is just straight from our CEO, our revenue for Arbonne, you guys think about this. We're a 40-year-old company and we've grown 31% over last September. 31%, what 40-year-old company just grew 41%? I mean, I just like, this stuff gets me so excited. John David, our CEO, also said that Arbonne is in the top 3 fastest growing businesses in network marketing. So Heather and Cassie and Kara, for those of you who are new, you're in the right company at the right time with the right products. And you know why we're the fastest growing company, fastest 3 in the industry? It's because our products deliver results. And none of us would be here if we didn't have results and if we didn't have the culture that we have in Arbonne. Which is extraordinary. Back orders. So Arbonne is working extremely hard to get back to pre-pandemic on supply chain. They ran into all kinds of issues because just, you know, everyone was shut down. So they couldn't get the exact ingredients they needed without, you know, compromising. So anyway, right now we only have 9 products on back order in the US and they're working diligently to get everything. So there's no back orders ever. They've also hired a bunch more, 150 new customer service agents because of our 30% growth. So just know that they're working on all of that. They're also working on frauds for some reason, and our team has been hit pretty hard with this. For some reason, we get fraud orders, and what that is people are ordering products with like bad credit cards, stolen credit cards, basically. And then they're selling products on Amazon. It was crazy. We just had a fraud order this last week, and they actually put, this is how bold they are, they actually put Jeff Bezos as their email address. And I'm just like, you couldn't be more obvious that you're selling this on Amazon. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, the thing is, Arbonne is losing, they're putting a whole new security system in place. And you see that, you know, you have to do the I am not a robot piece. They're going to do even more. Actually, we're going to have, the word on the street is we're going to have an update to our whole website in October. And a lot of that has to do with just protecting our company from these fraudulent orders. But yeah, Arbonne is losing $150,000 a day because of these orders. So that's why they're really going to work on that. So watch for new updates in our system. Promotions as of September 1st, we have 672 new district managers, 107 new area managers, 13 new RVPs, and 1 new NVP. That's pretty cool for August. Compliance, John David said we're still at zero tolerance. Zero tolerance meaning you will lose your Arbonne ID forever. If you post anything about racism, if you put anything, you know, if you're selling products to Amazon or eBay, or anything relating our business or products to the pandemic or coronavirus or anything like that, like we cannot correlate Arbonne to any of that. So, and there's zero tolerance, and we're doing really good with it. So, yes, so more goodness to come. They're saying they got a sneak peek at what's coming next month, and it's going to be awesome. Arbonne is setting us up to continue this huge momentum from the Age Well. And we're going to want to reach out to everyone we know about Age Well, the 30 days, and we'll be very glad we did. There's never been a better time to be part of this company. Yay. So that's super exciting. And let's see here. I also wanted to just really quick before we get into the healthy living tracker and stuff. Who's reading the Super Attractor book? We have a book of the month right now. Oh yeah, where's my cup? Mine's on the floor. I can't quite reach it, but the Super Attractor book. Does anyone want to share just a little bit, a little nugget? We're going to do our next call solely around this book, but I just wanted to like put a teaser out. So do you want to share a little bit, Tara? Okay.
Yeah. This is probably hands down one of the most amazing books I've ever read, honestly. It was on my list to read, and then when Tammy suggested it, Tammy and Sherry suggested it as the book club, it is literally life-changing. It is such a game changer for my soul, for my heart, for my head, for my business. It's awesome. And Sherry and I talk every day about it. We've actually started doing the meditations that she actually goes through on her webpage. I've been meditating every day for the last few months, but I'm switching over to hers, and this book is just awesome. I have so many underlined, like the whole thing's marked up. I've got dog ears on like every other page, and I keep going back and rereading it. So it's definitely something that is a game changer. I love it. So thank you.
Love it. Well, and for next week, share some of those passages or share some of your, what you're implementing and stuff. That'll be good to dig in a little deeper. But yeah, I just love the teaser. Do you want to share a little bit, Sherry?
Oh, I guess I'm not muted. I think it's amazing. I've never been a person that's into meditation. I always thought people that did it, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Good for them. Not my thing. But this book has completely opened my mind to it. And so this whole Arbonne journey with personal growth has opened my mind to it. And like Tara said, I finally did the downloaded guided meditation, because reading it, trying to do my own meditation, I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to be saying. And I'm just sitting there just for a couple minutes. But I had like a really good experience on my first guided meditation. And it was so emotional. I like cried, and I was like, what is this that's going on? I'm like, I don't understand. And it was so cool. Which I can share all that like next week, but it was just throughout the day, like what it did and how it's helping me just look at things differently. But I'm not much of a crier either. So the fact that I'm like tearing up and bawling through this whole meditation was bizarro to me, but very cool. I called Tammy and I'm like, this is insanely powerful and super cool.
Love it. This book is all centered around law of attraction and being the person that's going to attract abundance and, high quality people into your life and positivity. Sometimes we get stuck in our stuff. We all do, like what I don't have, what I don't want, what I don't like, and keeps happening. And when we're in that mindset, we keep attracting it. Like our energy attracts energy. And so I even had to stop myself because I've had all this stuff with my surgeries and body image, and I've had so much for the last 18 years, and I'm just so ready to be done with it. And I was getting in that negative spiral, and I just had to stop myself and say, all of my emotions, all of my thoughts right now are stemming from fear. And it was just like, ooh, okay, fear of, I'm going to be disappointed, or fear that, I don't want to start a new person because everyone quits, or, all of these, like you can kind of dial it back and say, whatever emotion I'm having, it's stemming from fear. And no wonder I keep attracting more things that, it like validates that fear. But when I shifted my mindset to gratitude, which always helps. Sometimes you don't feel like it, but you can always find something to be grateful for. Like, I got to wake up this morning. I get to have a roof over my head. I get to have good food. I get to have a dog who loves me. I get to, you know what I mean? Whatever. Have this amazing team, amazing products, whatever. You know, we can always find things to be grateful for, and it kind of moves your energy up the scale, you know, and you can always find things. I think a big shift for me too is like, wow, if I didn't have the hard stuff, I can't have the good stuff either. Ooh. And I don't want to give up the good stuff. Wait a minute. So it was good. It was like a great shift. So I think it's just cool, like learning about law of attraction and how our energy and who we're showing up as attracts more of the same into our life. And so it's an awesome book. It's deep. I've had to like stop and reread a page because it's deep stuff. And I would encourage all of us, as we're reading these books, to read them over and over. It says you need to take in the information 7 times before it like sticks and becomes part of your DNA. So I used to read books like just to read it and get it done, you know, check it off the list. But now I read it to study it and to make it part of who I am. And I hope you do the same. Take notes, you know, be able, there's no school for network marketing. There's no school to become an NBP. This is school. This is, you know, showing up for these calls and doing the reading. That's school to become an entrepreneur, which I think is so cool. That this is something you can do from home. With all that being said, I just wanted to, I was thinking about the kind of books that we want to read for our team and for our book club. And I kind of wanted to go back and forth between mindset and mechanics. So last month was Beach Money. I couldn't recommend that book enough. That's so helpful to understand the mechanics of network marketing. This one is more mindset, like a huge mindset shift. So I thought for October, we could go back to mechanics and do, it's called Direct Selling Success by Randy Gage. It's, I think it was like only $8 and something on Amazon Prime. I'll put the write-up on it in our Voxer group and stuff. So Direct Selling Success by Randy Gage. And that will teach us, you know, how to have a powerful presentation, how to attract high quality leaders, what to look for in teammates, you know, that kind of thing, how to build a business, you know, in a crazy economy or during, you know, all these shifts in our world and everything. And I just thought it would be a great mechanics kind of book to get us back to, you know, this whole idea around direct selling, because I tell you what, working as a nurse, I had no idea. I just could not understand this kind of business. And so maybe you're like me, you just need to like understand the bird's eye view of how this all works and how to make it work. So that we're going to go over Super Attractor next call. And then just know for October, we'll do Direct Selling Success by Randy Gage. All right, with all that being said, I'd love to turn it over to Sherry and Amy and Tara to dig in a little deeper on something that's so huge in our business, the 30 Days to Healthy Living. And the reason I think all of us are here, you know, as business builders. So we just wanted to unpack that a little more. So who wants to start? Sherry?
Tara, do you want to go since you have to jump off?
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I have to hop off and take my daughter to her faith formation class in a little bit. So the 30 days, I listened to the Skills Sunday call with Katie Katz-Rosell, who I adore and just think she is amazing. If you don't follow her on Instagram or Facebook, please do. She's just such a wealth of knowledge and just such a great spirit. What I took away from the call was she talked a lot about not focusing on volume of sales, but focusing on like who you're reaching and the number of people that you are signing up and sharing with the 30 days. she also talked a lot about making it fun and, you know, grabbing people and say, hey, you know, this is so much more fun with somebody else. And it's true. I think almost all of us, I know for me, when I started, I did it with one of my clients and we did it together and I trained her 3 days a week. And so we were able to check in and share with each other and be like, oh my gosh, you know, the first couple of weeks, like, oh my gosh, I miss coffee. How are you doing? And so it just makes it a lot more easier. You're holding each other accountable. And it makes it fun. But Katie Kasser's at the end of the day, the training, a lot of the nuggets that I took away were, you just make it fun and make it inclusive and you know, have everybody kind of hop on, you know, grab a coworker, grab a client, grab a sister, grab a mom, grab, you know, your spouse and do it together. So making it fun and really sharing some posts, you know, sharing and posting, which a lot of these things that I'm talking about are things that I need to do better at. So this was such a good kind of, you know, inner thinking call for me too, with the 30 days, but really sharing and posting what you're doing and really do with people and let them see that you're going right alongside with them. You're doing it too. I'm making it fun. She's like, you know, share, you know, that you're making heart-shaped protein balls, you know, for Valentine's Day, or shamrock shakes for March, or, you know, you're in your summer body and it's not a detox, it's a challenge and it's a lifestyle change. So those were a lot of the things that I took away from it, just making it fun, making it social, you know, because it's hard. It is a lifestyle change, but it's something that is easy to do really at the end of the day. And how much better you feel when you're done and it's over, and it keeps continuing. You know, I'm like, I've been on this journey, the 30-day journey, for 3 years now, and I would never turn back. And I can't believe how great I feel. I still get people that ask me what I'm doing, you know, and it's just like, I was just at dinner on Friday night with some of my girlfriends, and one of my really good friends was asking me about it. And she's like, you're still doing it. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm still doing it. Yes, I'm having a glass of champagne to celebrate my 3 girlfriends' birthdays, but yeah, it's a lifestyle change and I would never change it. And it's amazing. And so we kind of got talking about that, and that was planting the seed with her to do that as well. So those were a few things that I took away from it, just to make it fun, make it social, engage, post. She said she posts 2 times a month, I think, on her main page about the 30 days. And then she's like, I share every day on my stories. I make it part of my life. You know, it's just, make it organic, make it genuine. Just it's something that you can just do every day. You know, I'm drinking my fizz. I'm drinking, you know, my first big glass of water. I'll continue to drink water all day. I'm doing the green gut glow shot, which I thought was awesome. I've seen her do it on Instagram and her stories, but I'm like, I'm going to start doing this now. I think after we talked on our Wednesday team call, that kind of inspired me to do, you know, the greens, mix it up and make it fun. Do the greens balance, the glow, and the digestion plus. And you know, it's just something simple. So just kind of getting clients into looking at it in a whole different way too, and making it fun. So.
Yeah, I love that. And I love too, what you just said was so huge, is focusing on how you feel. Because if people aren't seeing results and feel better, they don't stick with it. And I think that's what's so different about Arbonne as a lifestyle. It's not just a quick diet, then you're done. This feels so good, you don't want to stop.
Yeah.
And so that's the message that we need to get across, is you're gonna love how this makes you feel. You're gonna sleep better, you're gonna have more energy, your clothes are gonna feel better, you know, your digestion is gonna, you know, everything improves, you know.
Your skin changes, your skin totally changes.
Your skin, my hair and nails. I've never had like long nails and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, how much like my nails show my health right now. But it's going, I have all these like little baby hairs growing in. It's like, what is all this? But it's from nutrition. It's inside out. Everything is inside out. So just to, again, keep stressing how you feel. I love how Katie on the call also said she's nicer to her husband, you know. It's like, but that's huge. This is such a big part of it, you know. As ladies and men, really, we all have like our hormonal, emotional days, and I feel like this helps you stay more on an even keel. I also just wanted to just put out there, I love that you mentioned the glow shot, Tara, because this is something we could do as a team, and I think it would be really fun is when you post your glow shot, Tara, tag me, tag Sherry, tag all of us. And so that we can share yours, but then we can share ours. And then we can like have this whole thread of, you know, a whole story of glow shots, just again, as someone watching, they're like, wait a minute, what is this? Why are all these people doing it? Maybe I should pay attention now. Or when you're having your fizz, tag us, and then we'll tag us drinking our fizz or a protein shake or doing our Digestion Plus or a healthy meal or whatever, you know, the new Age Well set. Let's all tag each other so that we can, you know, like hype it up, not hype, that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean? Like raise the roof on this, like make people take a second, you know, a double take, like, wait, why are these people so crazy about this? Maybe I should look. So anyway, those are all great points. Thank you. Oh, and I love too how you said make this fun, and Katie brought in, you know, being excited around like whatever, you know, Shamrock Shake in March, or red, white, and blue around you know, 4th of July, or, you know, we have pumpkin season coming up, right? So we can do more around pumpkin spice, and just making it fun and again, attractive, intriguing, catching people's attention, and then tagging each other when we're doing our stories and stuff, because I think that would be, again, really fun watching. Okay, there, I said too much. Go ahead, who wants to talk next? Thank you, Sarah.
Go next. I think it's spark interest, Tammy. That's what it is. You're sparking interest. And the other thing that you always taught me and would say over and over again, because I know we all get this from our clients, just backing on what Tara said, is people will always start this to lose weight. Most people do. And so some clients will get into this and be like excited because they've lost like 5 pounds first week. And then towards the end, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not losing any weight. And I have this goal in mind and blah, blah, blah. And Tammy always taught me to say, ask the question, but how do you feel? And then it just shifts like the whole thing. And it works really well, because then people start looking at, well, I am sleeping better, or, you know, I do have more energy, or I don't have that brain fog anymore. So then they start making the connection of the lifestyle and how food is impacting them, is just always asking that question. And so anyway, what I got from this call, which is more me from, I like process and I want to build this business. So what got me going is the numbers part, and just like how to keep building the business through the 30 days to healthy living, because that's how I got into this. And I think that's how all of us on this call got into this, is every month is focusing on enrolling 8 to 10 new PCs into this plan. Because once people get in this plan and they start to see how they feel, it starts to get them into wanting to try other products, and then you can start building relationships with them. They could be your next business partner. There's so much gold into getting people enrolled into the 30 days to healthy living. So that was one thing, focusing on that. And then so from that, once you have people in the plan and working on it, is focusing on 3 things. So you're building a relationship throughout the month with them, and you're checking in with them throughout their journey, which Amy's going to share the 30 days to like the tracker. But number 1 is looking for referrals. So once you're starting to talk to them and seeing how they're feeling, and you can do it from day 1, is if when someone joins, is saying like, who do you know that you want to do this with? So they're not doing it alone. So that's one way of asking for a referral. Or, you know, when they start to feel good, is saying, oh, you're feeling great. Do you know someone that would want to have the same energy that you have right now? So just really looking for referrals to get people into the plan. So that's one thing. And this is where residual income comes into play. So, you know, we're building this business so that we can, so it's not like we're just selling a 30 days to healthy living package every now and then you're like, oh, I just made $48, which is awesome. But we're all into this because we really want to grow a business, and we want whatever our whys are, which I know they're all powerful of everyone that is on this call. That's where we need to look at this and look at where are we getting the residual income so that we can keep building to that end state of what we're looking for in our life. And number 2 is reorders. So reorders, again, this is residual income. So checking in with your clients, see how they're doing. What are they running out of? What are they loving? And then as they get towards the end, start talking to them about healthy skincare and, you know, bath and body and all of that kind of stuff. And even I liked what she said, which I've never done this before, when someone has finished the 30 days to healthy living, giving them a present or like a gift for completing it. So giving them the, you know, sample of, well, whenever we get it, but the RA9 set, which I think you can still order as samples, but I know there's little pieces of the Age Well set online that we can order as consultants for samples, is giving them, hey, you just completed the 30 days to healthy living. I want to give you a little gift of a couple of our Age Well, you know, samples, just so you can start experiencing, you know, the healthy outside. So I loved that she said that. And the last is just looking for your next consultant, looking for your next business builder through this entire process. So you're going to start building a relationship with someone. You're going to be connecting with them. You're going to find some things about them that you love. You're going to start to hear what they want out of their life. Hint, hint, Cassie. And so from there, this is where you can look for your next business partner. This is where you're duplicating yourself. This is where you're putting health and wellness vending machines on the map. So this is what I love that she said of those three things, is building your business so that you're getting that passive income and building that willable asset for, you know, your family and generations to come, and creating that legacy.
Love it. Oh my goodness. I think when Sherry was first sharing with me what was on her heart about what she got out of this call, the very first thing you said, Sherry, was we as a team all need to do the 30 days together. Just be authentic, do it ourselves, so that then we can post and put out, hey, I'm in this challenge. And I love that you just reiterated that, Melissa, that call this a challenge. It's not a weight loss plan. It's not. This is a healthy living challenge. And who wants to join me? Who wants to keep me accountable? You know, we've all had our fun over the summer, and this is a way to reset. I'm so excited. And, you know, or you could put, I'm such a big coffee drinker. I'm nervous about going off coffee, but I know my body needs this and I'll feel better, you know, and then it just like creates intrigue, gets a conversation going on social media so that you can find other people. But the very first thing is, if you're going to build a business with Arbonne, you have to be a product of the product. You have to. There's no other way. So that's always number one when we're getting started. And it would be super fun to do this as a team. So, and then we can also like be doing the tracker together too, and just going through all the steps together. So just dialing back and doing it as a team, doing it genuinely ourselves, so that we can post about it and post about how we're feeling. I'm a little tired today, but I know that's my body just resetting. I feel so much more energy today, you know, after doing the 7-day body cleanse, whatever, you know. I don't even miss coffee. I had sugar cravings at first, but now I'm not, you know, I don't even miss coffee right now. Or I have a little headache. It's probably from going off sugar, you know, like that's fine. It's fine to say all those things. Or like, ooh, I'm breaking out a little bit. That means the toxins are coming out. Or, ooh, my skin is glowing, you know, all those things. I love that. Again, in Arbonne, and this is what attracted me so much to this company, it's holistic minded. So this is a key phrase. I'll type it in here, but whatever you put on your skin absorbs into your bloodstream and affects your health even faster than food. And so that's a great statement to put out as you're talking about clean eating, to also tie in, you know, the skincare. That, did you know that even that skincare absorbs into your bloodstream affects your health even faster than food? So it's just as important to, you know, be choosing products that are nourishing and feeding our body from the outside in as well. So anyway, that's just a great little way to include both healthy living inside and out. And then obviously the mindset piece, because Arbonne is so big on the healthy mind, body, skin connection. And so just saying, again, when you feel good in your body, you feel good in your mind, you feel good in your soul, you know, when you're feeling better in your physical body. So just making that connection. And then also I just wanted to tie this in, because Sherry was, we had a great discussion after the Amy Wilkins Voxer call this week. Oh my goodness, it was so good, so good. And we were talking about, you know, lead with the business, lead with the products, you know, how do we do this? You guys, we always do both. We talk about both. We talk about both, no matter what, you know, and just, it could be you're talking about the 30 days, but then just, you know, hey, along with these amazing 30-day challenge, there is an income opportunity attached. I'd love to talk to you more if you're interested. Whoop, that's it. You don't have to, like, you know, go on and on about it, but always plant that seed, because at the end of the 30 days, when you're asking them, hey, who do you know? That seed has already been planted. Like, hey, you know, I would like a little side hustle. Ooh, you know, I'm surprised at how good I feel. I love saying that word. You know, when I talk to someone new, and they're like, about network marketing or whatever, I will say, I was so surprised at how amazing Arbonne is. I was so surprised at the culture of Arbonne. I was so surprised at how well these products work. I love that, because then you're on the same level as someone else. So anyway, always share products and business. Never leave it out. I think when we're new, we tend to just rely heavy on sharing the products, but just remember, people are going to bed at night crying into their pillow, not over protein powder and eye cream. They're crying because they want a better way. They want more in their life and they don't know how. So just remember that, that deep inside, that's really what people are looking for, is more freedom, more flexibility, more choices in their life. And that's what Arbonne is all about too. So never ever leave that piece out. Always both, always both, always both. All right. I think Amy was going to share a little bit.
Hello. Well, Sherry, I know Tara had to jump off, but you guys both did such a great job talking about this call. This Katie has so much energy. It's like you can't stop listening to her and you just want to do what she's doing because she's so passionate about it. And so I'm going to talk about the 30 days tracker. And one of the things she said when she started talking about it was that this tracker will really help you coach your preferred clients to becoming your business partner and really taking them through this program to help them join your team. So one of the things that she suggested that I did was to get a clipboard. And so just a really great way to keep track of your tracker. And obviously if you have multiple months so that you're able to follow up with people, this tracker is so great. You can find it on the source. All I did was, I think our team page might have it too, but I just went into the source, typed in 30 days. I was able to find the healthy living guide that she also talks about. There's a lot of great information in there that we can be using when we're working with our clients, and this tracker. And so when you get somebody started on the tracker, it literally tells you what to do. And of course, one of the first things is to get their products ordered in enough time so that they have them to get started, and to also add everybody to our Facebook group. This is so important. She really says add every single person to the Facebook group, even if somebody doesn't have a Facebook account. And I don't know if this has happened to any of you. It's happened to me. She said she does not specialize. She makes them create an account even if they don't have a picture. And then as soon as she's added them, she tags them so that they're obviously, you know, they know where to be looking in the group, but she does not make any special treatment for people, which I thought was so refreshing to hear, because I've kind of done that a couple times, and it's just creating extra work for us that we don't need to be doing. We have this great group that's running every single month, and so we want to be adding people to it. Another thing that she talks about, and I know Sherry and Tara mentioned this, is asking who wants to do this with them, finding an accountability partner, because we all know that when we have somebody to do this with, it's so much more fun and it helps to keep us on track too. So she really says, as far as the guide or as the tracker, to do every single thing that it says to do. If it says to call, she calls. If it says to text, she texts. You know, we have this at our fingertips, so why not take advantage of it? And you know, everything from adding people, like I said, to the Facebook group. Call to make sure that they've received everything. You know, we don't want to just assume that everybody got their package and they're ready to start. We need to be checking in with them, make sure they have all their stuff, that they're ready to go, and that they know how to use their products. Just because we know how to use everything and we use these products on a daily basis, to somebody new, it can be overwhelming. So it's really important to go over it with them. checking in to see how they're doing, checking in to see if they're prepared for the weekend, checking in to make sure that they know how to use the body cleanse when we're getting into week 3. That can be something that's really overwhelming for people. And so I love that there's space here to add the person's name, the date, and then check off every box so that you know that you are staying on track and that you're helping that preferred client to be able to be successful in this program. Something else she talked about toward the end was offering, it says here to text or call, offer skincare sample. And just like Sherry mentioned, I love how she kind of does it as like a congratulations, thank you for doing this program, sending a sample out. I thought that was such a great way to look at it. Like, you've gone through this. I want to, thank you and so excited for you and all your hard work, and sending them, and to be able to send these new age well samples, I think is awesome. So that's pretty much it. She did say in week 4 is when the magic really happens. You have to help them move to the next step, jump on a call, talk to them, see how they've done, and then share the business opportunity. And that's a great opportunity to share as Arbonne for you, to really connect with that person and move them forward into the next step. And she just went on and on about how so many of her preferred clients have become business partners because of this program and because she has followed the tracker, and it just, how helpful it is. So again, you can just go to the source and print it off. And it's such a great tool. And so I'm excited to really dive into it more.
Love it. Yes. And that's the thing. I mean, we have, just like you said, we have these tools at our fingertips, and, we need to be using these, because this is how we duplicate. As Sherry said, this is how we build a team that's more than just one sale for 1 month. We build a team that's duplicating, and that's duplicating not only in the United States, but going into other countries. I mean, I want us all to think bigger because I think sometimes we just think too small. And here it is. This is the way that we can find other business builders, is by just nurturing these relationships through the 30-day plan and showing them, all I did was go through this tracker. You could do it too. Who do you know who wants to feel this, wants to feel better? And I love how Katie talked about overcoming some objections, primarily cost, and just saying that even upgrading to consultant is a way to get the better deal. And then too, by sharing with others, you can share and earn at the same time, that you're helping other people get healthy. And just, again, planting that seed of there's an income opportunity attached to these amazing, life-changing, transformational products as well. I love too how she said that you could book a get together, an online event, to celebrate, a celebration party for that person who went through the plan and whatever, lost 8 pounds, lost 5 pounds, felt better, changed, their digestion, improved their skin, whatever it was nicer to their husband. Let's celebrate that. And that's a way to get them on a call to share Arbonne with people that you don't know. So I loved that. I heard that differently, this call too. So I thought that was a great idea, a great way to spin it. I wanted to just, again, bring it back to our skills training calls on Wednesday. Those are calls to be listened. Like, this is how we learn how to build a business. And these are from top leaders. These are hand-selected people to lead us. So I cannot recommend the Wednesday morning calls enough. And so that's mechanics. Okay. Our team call is kind of to like break it into pieces and to, digest it and to be together as a team and strategize and stuff. But those Wednesday calls are mechanics, it's skills, and you don't want to miss them. They're recorded too. Right now, because of all the changes and updates, I would just go to Stoll Nation, STOLL Nation.com. The password is opportunity. And you will find all the skills trainings there. If you've missed any, you will find everything you need to build your business. And I would just, our team website, born2win-nation.com, is a copy of Stoll Nation. I'm just not sure if we're like totally up to date with everything yet, whereas Cecilia's website will be updated faster. So just right now, we'll just go there for everything. And with all that being said too, so when we're coaching people through the healthy living, we're asking them, who do you know who wants to feel better? This is then helping that new person, if it's something they choose to do and become a consultant, that's helping them start their 100-person list. And this is how we all start in Arbonne. Number one, we use the products. Number two, we come up with our 100-person list, right? And that's to just start brainstorming and think, you know, I always think of like just, wait, here you go, your hand. So think about, you know, at least 5 segments in your life. So your neighbors, your coworkers, people you went to school with, people you go to church with, maybe you're in a soccer club or soccer moms or whatever, but think about different areas of your life, or even people you do business with, your real estate agent, your bank teller, your, I don't know, someone at the grocery store, whatever, you know, people you do business with. That's another segment in your life of people that are connected to you, uniquely you, and start going through there and start making a list. Go through your Facebook, go through your phone connections, and make a list of people that you want to reach out to. So use the products, make your list. Why? Because our system for success in Arbonne, and we're just going to keep going over this, our system for success is talking to 40 people a month. 40 people a month. So that's 10 people a week. You know, that's not like thousands. It's 10 people a week. However we do that, through Facebook parties, through one-on-one appointments. But 10 people a week, you guys, and those numbers aren't pie in the sky. Those numbers have been proven to help you find at least 3 new business builders every month. So out of 40 people, you're going to have 3 who typically join your team. And out of those 3, then you can teach them the same thing, you know, find your 100-person list, talk to 40 people, find 3. This is how we duplicate. We also have, and so again, this is in our, in the website, you can find a page with your 100-person list, and there's memory joggers, which is fun. It'll give you some ideas of where to look for people. There's the 40 faces sheet, which again, everything we track is what appears in our business, right? We can't just say, I want this. It's like, how am I going to do this? I'm going to check off my 40 faces. And then there's also the daily method for success sheet. So I know when I first started in Arbonne, I had to kind of create my own way of adding this into my life. The daily method for success sheet is pretty new, since maybe a year ago. And it is super helpful just to know what to focus on every day. So that's another thing I'd highly recommend looking at in the website. Really quick, I just wanted to end with goal setting, because again, I know it's just a different concept. You know, I used to just go to work and clock in and clock out. I never had goals or whatever. I didn't think about this stuff. But in Arbonne, we're constantly goal setting. And just because you have a goal, it doesn't mean that you hit it every month, believe me, but it's so good to always be reaching for something and to know what your priority is and to know how to pinpoint what you need to do. So we talk about setting good, great, and awesome goals. And so for a brand new consultant, a good goal would be 2,500, right? For all of us, 2,500. In new and you business. And 2,500 breaks down to 8 healthy living sets. Okay, a great goal if you're a new business builder would be 6,000 in 1 month, because that takes you to district manager. 6,000 in 1 month is district manager, or 6,000 over 2 months is district manager. But 6,000 in 1 month is attainable. And again, that breaks down to 19 healthy living sets. And so that could be with you and a team. Okay, so say you have 5 people in the healthy living group who then find, you know, a partner to do it with too. There's 10 right there, just doubling your efforts, right? An awesome goal for a new person, and it is possible, is 10,000 in 1 month, which means you would become a district manager, also go into qualification for the 2nd level of leadership area manager. And it's possible, again, with a team, because think about it, there's 4 of you doing 2,500 each, 4 people doing 8 healthy living sets. So that'd be 32 sets equals 10,000. And so just breaking it down, and maybe you do 2,500 this month, maybe you do, 5,000 next month, maybe the next month it's 10,000, whatever, but just to know where you're going and how this all breaks down. And, I used to be the kind of person like, woo, I'm going area this month and whatever. But then like Carol Bodell would say, okay, Tammy, that's great. How? I'm like, oh, well, so the how is, basically you want to think about parties, Facebook parties, Zoom parties as 500 in sales. Does that always happen? No. I had 0 sales from one and then 600 from the other. So, it averaged to 300 in sales from those 2. But parties typically are around 500. So if your goal was 10,000 in a month, you need 20 parties between you and your team. You guys, with virtual events, that's possible. We can knock them out if we wanted to, but it's just good to have those numbers in our head, the how of how this is going to all add up. Now, I'm just going to go big here for 1 second because I want us all to be big vision people. So I know Sherry's has her eye on region qualification, but I want all of us to have our eye on region qualification because it's possible. So region qualification, and that's fun. That's like, a good place to be, is 40,000. Okay, 40,000 in sales between you and your team. And so that would equate to about 80 parties. Okay, so think of it that way. 80 parties is the how. So basically that's 8 people doing 10 parties, or 16 people doing 5 parties each. I mean, it's like when you start to break it down, it's like, ooh, this isn't as like pie in the sky as I think. That's 8 people doing their district manager achiever award, which is 5,000. 5,000 in sales and 5 new signups. You guys, it breaks down. Like, I want you to know that it's possible for all of us. It's just, we just have to start. And it starts with one. It starts with one conversation. It starts with one, person going through the healthy living, and then they turn around and find 3 more people. And then you start a second person and they turn around and start, another person. And it's just like, we all just have to start. But I want you to know that the 4th quarter, I just gave myself goosebumps. The 4th quarter of Arbonne can be better than the first 3 of 2020, okay? And I want you to just set your mind to that and open your mind that we can make this last quarter better than the first 3 of this year. And it's just, again, starting with one conversation at a time, one, meaningful conversation about the 30 days to healthy living, and getting them on these calls, and again, doing one-on-ones. You can jump on a Zoom with your upline person or me or whatever. I'm happy to, again, share more about any of this stuff. It's just super exciting. So I just wanted to end with a couple quotes, which I think is so, perfect for what we're talking about. Spend your life being for something and running to something. I love that, because it's not about perfection. It's about the progress. It's about the journey. It's about just being in the game. It's about just starting and going for it. Go for the 5 age well sets, you guys. There's no reason why we all can't earn that tote bag from Arbonne and just use that as a badge of success. But why not? If we're going to do 5, why not do 8 and get our 2,500 new and you? And if we're going to do 8, why not just go for district manager and do the 11? You know what I mean? But just start. Can we talk to our 10 people per week to add up to our 40 faces? Can we set that as our goal? Spend our life being for something and running to something. And then also, people do not determine their future. They determine their habits, which determine their future. And you guys, a habit is 30 days to healthy living. A habit is the daily method for success sheet. and just getting into that habit of, you know, taking care of our bodies, our health, feeding our mind with personal growth books. That's another habit. And doing the daily method for success, putting Arbonne into your life in 15-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute increments will totally change your life. I was just listening to the Jim Rohn call that Amy Wilkins recommended, and he talked about, you know, work your full-time job, but then also work your how did you say that? Work part-time for your future, you know? So think about that. Future wealth comes in small increments, but be diligent about it, because that adds up to become this like beautiful life of duplication, residual income, more freedom, more choices, more flexibility, you know, for your family. So I love that. And it all starts again with one conversation and just helping people become healthier and their best version of themselves. I love it. I'm so excited that you guys could all jump on, and I hope this was helpful for you. Just dig in. The system works when we work it. Always remember that. I've been humbled many times. I'm like, this isn't working. And then Carol says, did you talk to 40 faces? I'm like, ooh, okay. I'll go back to the drawing board, start tracking my 40 faces again. All right. Because it does work. We just have to do the work, right? All right. Well, I love you so much and so grateful for all of you. I'm going to stop the recording and look forward to next week when we talk about Super Chapter.